Hi, Kim here again, and I'll just wait and see if anyone's going to jump on live. I hope you're all having a fantastic weekend and a fantastic Sunday. What I thought I might share today is what are some of the things you should be looking at when considering a home-based business. So many people today are considering home-based businesses, are looking for a way to earn just a little bit of extra income or even to make a career out of it. And there's so many different companies out there, so many different options, and everyone tells you theirs is the best, and there's a lot of hype. So there really are, I guess, throughout our experience in the industry, we've come across 6 key things you really want to look at when you're considering any business options, especially a home-based one. So the first thing you really want to look at is the company. I do have some notes which I might refer to so I don't forget anything. You really want a stable company. So you're probably not looking for a startup. You don't want something that's just started because there's a lot of risk in there. You don't know, how stable they are. They're going to go out of business tomorrow. You don't want to spend ages building a business and then have it all fall off under you. You also probably don't want something that's been around forever. There's a lot of companies that have been around 40, 50, 60 years. In those cases, everyone's heard of them. People either love them, hate them, are indifferent, or just overhearing about them. So for me personally, you want something that's sort of, maybe, 10 to 15 years old. They've got a bit of a stable background, a bit of a history, but they're not sort of, they haven't done their time. You want some strong leadership. You want to look at who's at the helm of the company. Currently the CEO of the company I partner with has a great track record. He's set some industry records. He's got a lot of experience in the industry. So who's actually leading the charge of the company you're considering partnering with? For me, it's important that the leadership of the company has a lot of integrity and values. Do their values match up with your values? Something you want to ask yourself is, are they publicly traded or a family-owned business? Now, there's pros and cons for both. For me, I like publicly traded because there's there's visibility. There's nothing, they can't hide anything. It's all transparent, the reporting, and there's no risk of, them shutting the door because someone has a fight or has a divorce or an affair or something. For others, they do like the family-owned business type model, and there's, like I said, there's pros and cons to both, but know what is at the helm of the company you've got and what it is that you're looking for. You also want your company to be at the forefront of in terms of leading the way in the area of their product. They need to be ahead of the game in whatever field they're in. So the second thing you want to look at is the trends. A lot of people nowadays are living paycheck to paycheck, struggling to make ends meet. They have no retirement savings, or at least not enough. Jobs are being lost to machines everywhere. So you really want to look at companies that are meeting that need. Most home-based companies in the network marketing space or direct selling space are meeting that need. So that's a good option if you're looking for additional income. You do want to work with a company that's attractive to the baby boomers, women who want to work from home to earn extra income. I guess men too, some dads want to work from home. And the millennials, because they don't want to do the 9 to 5, they don't want the corporate world, they just want to go straight to the top. So they like the idea of, just traveling and working and life on their own terms. You want to look for trends in the product space that you're working. Aging is huge, health and wellness is huge, weight loss is huge, travel is pretty big as well. So I guess you want to look at what are the trends, and is the company you're looking at going to meet those trends? We are living in the gig economy. For those who don't know what that means, think about Uber, biggest taxi company in the world, not a single cab. Airbnb, biggest hotel chain in the world, not a single hotel. So most of your direct selling companies or network marketing, you are looking to connect people who want something with something that you have. So is it something that everybody wants? The next big one, number 3, is the product. So this one's pretty big. You really need to find, partner with a company that has a product you can be passionate about. There's no point, doing travel if you never want to travel the world. For me personally, I'm passionate about health and wellness, so I always look for companies in that space. Is the product unique? Is it affordable? Is it backed by science? Is it consumable? This one's pretty big for me because I want something that people are going to order every single month. If I'm building a firm, stable business, I don't want to have product move through a household, once every 6 months or once a year. So for me personally, a consumable product is great because people they use it and they buy it every month. Does it give results? So again, if your product's not going to give results, people aren't going to keep ordering it or sharing it with their friends. And what is the average retention? This is information you can get when you're investigating a company. I know when we investigated the one we're working with, we looked at the retention and it was over 80%, which is pretty big in the industry. you don't want to be continually backfilling. The quicker you find customers and distributors, the quicker they fall off the back end. So you really want to consider that when you're choosing your company. Timing is another big one in choosing the company you want to partner with. I personally want to join a company that's in sort of pre-momentum phase. Joining a company that's in the stabilization phase, to me, is not the best idea. There is money to be made there, but your amount of time you need to spend to get the same revenue is a lot longer, because the graph line is not very steep. So you want to find a company pre-momentum. Momentum means pretty much that's the point where the product is known. Everybody knows about it and everybody wants it. That's when you hit momentum. So if you can find a company pre that, and you start building your business, you can pretty much start going with the current and ride the wave as it comes. The amount of time, so the curve on the graph's a lot steeper like that, so the amount of time you're going to spend building revenue is going to be a lot shorter. Right, so for me personally, I would love to be with a company that has the growth potential to go from say 200 million to $1 billion. That is, and a small part of that growth would be amazing. So where are we at to? The fifth thing you want to look at is compensation. You really want to look at the compensation plan of the company you're looking at. How do they pay you? What's the upfront money like? I have partnered with companies where the upfront money is not great, so you're always behind the 8 ball. You're spending more than you're earning initially. For me, a company with great upfront money means you can recoup your money quicker. The time that you're investing in different things, the books, the courses, the training, the product, it all gets paid for by the business when you get great upfront money, because it does take time to build up your residual income. The residual is what you're looking for your long-term future, but that isn't instant. So great upfront money is good. You want to look at the kind of residual you get. Is the residual income good? Is it going to meet your future needs? Is it going to give you that sort of, beach money, keep turning up every month? You want to look at what's the minimum monthly commitment to stay in business. I know of some companies where you've got to spend $200-300 a month just to stay active as a distributor. Others, you only have to spend $60 a month to stay active. So you want to look at what are the requirements. Is that something you can easily meet? Again, particularly important in the beginning when you're just starting out and you're still building up your income base. Once you're earning millions, it probably doesn't matter. But when you're starting out, and as someone wanting to find other distributors, you want it easy for them to stay in business. You want to look at the cost to join. I love that with our company, if someone just wants to be a customer, not a distributor, it's free to set up an account. There's no cost at all. To be a distributor, we have many different options so that we can meet, get in where you fit in. We have options for people at all different stages of life. So again, just know what that cost is and how quickly you can recoup that cost. So talk to the person that is talking to you about a business. You want to understand if it's binary or uni-level, just so that you can understand what the volume is that you get paid on, and that's something again you talk to with the person you're talking to about the business. The last really important thing is the systems in place for training and duplication. In my experience, this is a really big one. Your team support, the training provided, and the access to systems to allow ease of duplication is really key, especially in the network marketing or direct selling space. The way to be successful in there is duplication. You want to find what successful people do and do it again. They say, do it, rinse, repeat, do it again. So over there, have a look at what they do have in place. There's some companies with really incredible training and teams, and there's other companies with not as great training and stuff. So anyway, I hope that helps anyone who is looking at at a variety of options. I am more than happy to talk to anyone about the company I've partnered with as to, how it meets and ticks all the boxes for me. I'm also more than happy to have a conversation with you if you want some help just evaluating some options you're looking at. Always open to chat. I love the industry. I love chatting and helping anyone chatting to and helping anyone in the industry. So yeah, feel free to just comment below if you want me to contact you, or feel free to send me a message. All right, I hope that's been helpful, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Bye.